My name is Tikicha Jain. I was the project assistant for the project Pilot Low-Cost Climate Resilient Agriculture Technology to address water scarcity in rural Bhutan in Wangdifodon district. This project was initiated by Bhutan Water Partnership in 2019 because Wangdifodrang is the sixth prioritized district facing water scarcity, conforming to the assessment by GNHC. And this province has many blocks of villages facing water scarcity, and highly notable was in Rubisa. So the project was intervened in Rubisa to address water scarcity and support distressed farmers with the small-scale agriculture and community facing having inaccessibility to safe drinking water and reduced drudgery for women and girls with the help of climate resilient agriculture technology called hydraulic ram pump. And the project made an impact on gender equality because during the inception of the project in the consultation meeting, there was an active inclusion of women and youth embodying 40% of the respondents and in the water decision making, and they were addressing the severity of the negative impacts that they face due to water scarcity in the community. But unfortunately, the pilot project in Rubisa could not sustain due to the poor ownership of the project in the community, within the local government and the district government. But however, the repercussion led to the positive impact of being able to replicate the same climate resilient agriculture technology in Pobjika BHU in Wangdifodon district, and it made an enormous difference in bringing access to water even during winter for a sufficient usage in the BHU community, having a 50 households, and it has reduced drudgery for women and inconvenience for women and girls in that BHU center. The pilot project that was carried out in Rubisa had a number of active and important stakeholders, and they were actively engaged, and following were the roles that they played. Bhutan Water Partnership, they superintended the strategic planning of the project activities and working collaterally with all the partners throughout the process, from the period of planning, inception to the implementation, and even thereafter as well. And whereas the Center for Rural Technology from Nepal, it's an private organization, and they acted as a external stakeholder with a technical expertise, and chiefly they oversaw the technical and the installation of hydraulic ram pump. And the district and local governments, they fostered the community engagement and mobilizing machineries and raw materials during the implementation stage. And the community, they played an important role, and they were actively engaged in the water decision making during the consultation meeting, and also they collaborated positively and strongly, rendering a manpower throughout the implementation phase of the project during the installation of the hydraulic ram pump in Rubisa. And for the later project that was replicated at Pobjika BHU after the challenges that we faced with the ownership of the project in Rubisa, there was an inclusive engagement of Bhutan Water Partnership and CRTN with the same responsibility of superintending the strategic planning of the project, and CRTN providing the technical expertise. But in this case, this time, the district government, they took the overall ownership of the project, including mobilizing laborers for the implementation of the project in BHU, and that led to a successful project. So in the long run, after successfully completing the installation of hydraulic ram pump, there was a quite challenge. There was a quite challenges in mobilizing the local government and the community into taking the ownership of the project. And it was same for the district government as well. And it was due to the uncoordinated management of the water management framework in the local government and the district. Although the pilot project in Rubisa could not sustain after the complete installation of the hydraulic ramp pump, nevertheless, we would not have been able to find out how promoting and having gender equality fostered in the water decision making during the consultation meeting can also empower women and youth to take part in the project actively if it weren't for the active inclusion of women and youth in the process from the beginning of the project. And for the hydraulic ramp pump project that was initiated in Pobjika BHU, we wouldn't have been able to successfully replicate and implement the hydraulic ramp pump there in BHU if it weren't for the water issues brought up by the community and the head of the BHU and the lady representative from there herself. And if it weren't for the change in the ownership of the project strongly and promisingly by the district government.